Hutchens. I'm a captain with the Bulloch County Sheriff's Office here in Statesboro, Georgia. This is SAC John Durden, Region 5 GBI office. We're here to provide a little bit of information regarding the most recent homicide here in Bulloch County that occurred on Friday. It occurred in the Leafield area where we had an individual by the name of Bonnie Lanier Rushing who was murdered at her home. As a result of that case, we requested the assistance from the Region 5 GBI office. SAC Durden was contacted and sent agents out to assist us with this. The main reason for that request was because we had identified a suspect that had been in the area the evening before that had committed a residential burglary who was from the Tennessee area. And so once we identified this individual from being outside of the local area, felt it might be a multi-jurisdictional case, so we requested the assistance of Region 5 GBI. They responded. The scene of the homicide, vehicle was stolen. Miss Rushing's vehicle was stolen, and during the investigation, the suspect in the vehicle was found to be in Columbia County, Florida, which is just below the Georgia line. The agency down there, Columbia County Sheriff's Office, was able to make a traffic stop, and Mr. Lee Allen Mayhew, 44-year-old male that we had previously identified from being from the Tennessee area, was in the vehicle, and he was taken into custody without incident down there. So as a result of that, we have the GBI has issued murder warrants along with firearm warrants, theft of motor vehicle, other warrants. So he is being held in Columbia County Sheriff's Office until the extradition process can be complete, where Bulloch County Sheriff's Office will go and get him and bring him back to face these charges. Through the investigation, we've determined that Mayhew is a career criminal. He is a multi-state offender, and so we will prosecute him to the fullest extent we can with the the assistance from our local district attorney's office.
I don't know if you mentioned it, he's also a federal fugitive, wanted by the federal government as well.
So at this time, if y'all have any questions, we will entertain them with a...
Two quick questions. One, we determined any connection to Bulloch County? Was he traveling through here? Was he coming to Bulloch County specifically? And then the burglary on Thursday and the burglary on where this thing happened on Friday, how far apart are we talking?
So the burglary occurred Thursday. I'll address that question first. The burglary occurred Thursday on Old River Road South area near the P.W. Clifton Road, which if you go by the way the crow flies, it would be within a 5 or 6 mile radius of that location of where the incident occurred on Friday. You asked, did he have any connection here? From preliminary investigations, he has no connection here, no family, no relatives, no friends, nobody. He was a federal fugitive out of Tennessee, and he was fleeing prosecution there.
Do we know what he was wanted from the from the Fed?
Yes, sir. He was wanted on firearm charges. He's a convicted felon, and he had been in possession of firearms, and he was facing charges for that. And now again, here in the state of Georgia, and specifically in Bulloch County, he will face charges of felon in possession of firearms.
But how was it determined that this was a gun from the original burglary?
The original burglary, the reason we were able to identify him is we located the vehicle that he left Tennessee in the area of the burglary, on the property of the burglary that occurred on Thursday. And as a result of that vehicle being left there, documentation and paperwork and stuff was found in that vehicle, which led us to identify him.
Thank you. Ballistic-wise, there was there was thought of vehicle, firearm stolen Thursday. Has there been any sort of ballistic match as to the weapon used in this shooting?
That is pending. Naturally, you know, it's in close proximity of when this incident occurred, so that process will be taken to the crime lab and identification hopefully will be made at some later date.
So just to get a clarification, the expedition process
has not begun. Y'all not headed down there now?
It has begun, sir, and as soon as documentation can be in our hands, we will be en route to get him.
We have a GBI agent and a deputy with him now in Florida.
So you already have people down there.
Oh yes.
It's just a matter of
They've been there all day.
being transported
Have they
back.
questioned him yet, or?
I've not gotten really a whole lot of update from them other than the fact they were down there processing evidence, the vehicle and different things in that area. They were going to make an attempt to conduct an interview, and we will find out how that goes when they return. Not at this time. All that will be determined as a result of the autopsy conclusion. And the autopsy was conducted today, and so we will get a report on that soon.
Any more questions?
But many times that we talk in situations of homicide, usually there is a connection between folks. How rarely is a case like this where it is random, you know, a break-in like this, as opposed to a domestic situation or neighbors or something like that?
I can only answer for Bulloch County. It is extremely rare that we have someone just commit a random act from outside of the area that has no connections whatsoever to Bulloch County. But this is, from all indications and all evidence and information collected, this is just like that. He has no connection here.
Can you tell us if anyone else was in the home since he was killed?
No one else was in the home, sir.
Thank you.
Any further questions?
At one point, there was a thought that there was two people involved or multiple people, but that's not the case.
I'm not sure where that information came from, but no, sir, we didn't have any indication that there were multiple suspects involved in the burglary Thursday or the incident Friday.
So let me clarify. I think
I heard the tail end. So you guys can't confirm that she was shot as the form of death, or can you confirm that?
I can confirm that she received a gunshot wound, but I can't confirm that that's the only evidence there, because the autopsy information has not been released to us yet.
Who discovered the body?
We had deputies on the scene, along with family members that were looking for Miss Rushing at the time. People had made some calls trying to locate her and was unable to make contact with her. So our deputies on the scene, along with some of the family members, made the discovery. Any further questions? Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.